webinar. My name is Lior Yafe. I'm the founder of BridgeJump, and together with me is Zaira Davide, our product manager. I will introduce her in a second. Let's start a bit of chit chat, allow some people to join. So a little bit about myself. I'm a software engineer. I live in Lugano, Switzerland, and I'm the founder of BridgeJump. BridgeJump is actually we started during COVID. We started developing BridgeJump. So we are working on it for a while, but more seriously in the last couple of years. I think we have a very innovative platform um, with we have with web app, mobile app. Um, um, uh, so first thing, so we have casual play, which is of course free, and will remain free. You can play with bots. You can play challenges. You can play tournaments, challenges with bot. You can play mini bridge challenges, mini bridge tournaments. We are trying to implement all the metrics of everything you can do with bridge that will be available, that is either already available or will be available soon with BridgeUp. Um, so I encourage you in general to register to BridgeJump, log in, and simply try it. For now, everything is free. And don't think it's like some other platform. We are trying to do things on our own way, and I think we have quite a few innovative features that are unique to BridgeJump. So in general, explore the platform and have fun. Specifically for today, so just before we start. So if you want to ask us something, there is a Q&A panel. You cannot speak, but you can type your questions in the Q&A panel, and we will answer it during the session. What we will do today, we want to introduce you to the new teaching tools that we've built in the last few months. And Zaira, our product management, I'll just introduce Zaira for a second. She's a mathematical engineer. She studied at the university. Where did you study, Zaira? It's a
I studied at Polytechnic of Milan.
Polytechnic Milano. Zaira is teaching bridge today at Milano and Monza. Um, um, and she's also playing for the Italian national team. She will represent Italy in Katowice later this month. So I would say without further ado, I will let Zaira introduce the teaching module. Again, if you have questions, type them in the Q&A. And we will try to we will do kind of a question break from time to time. Okay, so Zaira, it's all yours.
Thank you. And thank you everybody for being here. It's really nice to see so many people who joined, and I hope you like it. It's you can write all the questions you want in the chat. No problem, we're gonna answer them. So as Lear was saying, I'm a bridge player. I'm a teacher myself, but I guess the biggest thing is that I'm passionate about bridge and I really want it to be really popular. So let me show you what we have for teachers. We have just built it. It's really new. I have tried it myself with my students. I have asked a few friends of mine to try it. We have received feedback, and let's just say we have a big team of developers behind this. And if you have any feedback, any suggestions, we're really open to adding new things, new features. So one of the biggest things we have is that we can have video and audio in the table. So for teachers, this is a big advantage because if you teach online Bridge, you can do it directly on Bridgem. Your students can join there, and you don't need an external app like a Zoom meeting where you talk to them. Let me show you. Let me share my screen. Uh, yes, this one, share. Okay. Okay, so this is the home page of Bridgecamp. I'm logged in with my profile, and let's try to see how a teaching table works. First of all, you don't need any special account. You can just open a teaching table with a regular account. Uh, you just simply click here on casual games on the top, and on the top right corner it says start new table. You click here and you're brought to this dialog where you can say what kind of table you want. And for now we're gonna click on teaching here. So basically what you're asked is to see the four players who you want in north, east, south, and west. And for the teaching table specifically, you can have the teacher sitting in multiple seats, so you can be in all four. Or for example, you can invite one student sitting north and place yourself in east, south, west. Or you can add a bot, or you can have two students and sit in the other two seats. Just feel free to explore it. But let's say for now, can I invite you here, Lior? So I'm gonna invite you here, and I'm gonna sit in all the other seats. And I just create the table. This is gonna open a regular table for, yeah, exactly. So this is my screen. Lear is gonna appear here on the top. He's joined from his phone, so I don't know if we've told you, but we also have the mobile app, and this is what Lear is using at the moment.
Yeah.
And this is my screen. So I can invite four players. I can have more kibitzers who listen and who can write in the chat. And at the moment, this is the screen that a teacher sees. I can turn on my video, but I have to turn off the one in Zoom at the moment. Let me just do it real quick. And I'm gonna be here, I think, on Bridgechamp. Yes, I don't know. It's gonna work soon. By the way, if you're here in the bottom right corner, you can talk to everybody, you can be present and discuss about the hands. And something that the teachers have is the ability to play for any of the players. So let's say North now is stuck, he doesn't know if he should open or not. And he says, please help me, I don't know what to do. And what I can do is just simply uh, click here on pass for him, or I can be, I don't know, anything. So as a teacher, you have control over all four players. You see the cards of all four, and of course, Leo is only seeing his own cards, and he's only seeing just his hand. If it's his turn to bid, he sees the bidding box. Otherwise, he just sees the cards. So right now, this is a completely random hand. I'm gonna bid for all of them. Uh, let's bid one diamond here. I don't know. Let's bid two clubs. It's ugly, but let's bid two clubs. And now Leo doesn't know what to do. I
Well,
can
I
help
can
you.
beat. I can beat something. Give me
Okay,
a
you can
second.
bid something.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. So now let's say pass. We bid four hearts. Okay. And then this is the final contract. There's don't mind the bridge. We're just here to showcase how the platform is. Probably for hearts is not the best contract, but this is also nice for us. So let's say all pass. And actually, we can turn on the analysis here. You see, uh, it's telling you double dummy analysis, how many tricks you can make. So a hard lead is giving a trick. Also, ace of club is giving a trick. All other cards allow the declarer only to make 9 tricks. And yeah, I can lead a spade, and then it's Lear's turn to play. But again, we have control over the play, and we can see, okay, I want to play the ace, and I'm playing for him. And now let's say we played the hearts in the wrong way. We played the queen, okay, which is really wrong, and we're gonna lose a trick for this. And now this guy wins. He plays a spade, and okay, let's just really quickly claim so that we can show how it works. And here it's gonna say claim of 8 tricks made by me was accepted, so 100 for them. And if I click on my score, this is the view that I have. This one. So, oh, sorry. This is the view that I have, and this is the hand diagram. Here at the bottom, you can see other people who play the same hand, and most importantly here, if you click on show analysis, you can see that when I played the Queen of Hearts, I lost a trick. So you say, oh no, why? Why did I lose a trick? And then you can click on the Queen of Hearts, and you can actually replay the whole game. So you can start from trick one, from card one and trick one, and go on and see what happened. So see from the diagram there. But you also see that the moment I played Queen of Hearts, I lost a trick. And now I can replay it in a different way using the diagram here. So for example, I start playing a small diamond, and you can actually play a hand here that was not played at the table in the same way. So you can just try it and see with the double dummy analysis how was the correct way to play it. And now I can go back to the game and see exactly how it was done. But yeah, this is also useful for teachers and for students, because when they play, if they make mistakes, sometimes they don't even know they made a mistake. So here with the analysis, you can see that actually the Queen of Hearts was not the optimal card to play. And of course, it's double dummy. Of course, it's seeing all the cards, but it's a good start. Another thing we have for teachers is the timing. We can show how much people, how much time they spend on each card or on each bead. Now, for example, to play Two of Hearts, it was 9 seconds. To play this pass, it was 11 seconds. And also, you can do the same with the cards. And maybe this can give you some indications. I use it for my students, both ways. Oh, you spent so much time thinking and you still got it wrong, or you see you didn't think at all and that's why you got it wrong. So it's you can use it both ways. So this is a table that is basically taught for online teaching online. You have your students that play at the table, and you're basically here giving out suggestions, helping them, walking them through the game. Something else that you could do if you have a big class, if you have an online class, but you don't want the people actually to play, you just want them to look at what you're doing and to look at your analysis, or even if you're in a class, in a real class, what you can do is open this projection table. So the idea of a projection table is to give the teacher the control over everything that is happening, to give the teacher control over all 4 cards, all four hands, but to leave the hands hidden to the student. So you want the students just to see one hand. You want the students just to be in that specific position where he has to make a decision. And this is what the projection table is meant for. So I am doing a class in the club at the club, and I want to project on the whiteboard a specific hand, but I don't want them to see all the cards. But at the same time, I want to have control over East and West. But how can I do it without showing the hands of East and West? This is how I can do it. So I open a projection table, and I think you see it now. Just nod if you see it correctly, Lior.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, we
Yeah,
see it. Yeah.
perfect. So this is the projection table, and this is what the students see. Uh, Now I have control over everything that the students can see. So basically, let's just close this for a little second. I can say I want the students only to be east. So I want the students only to, let's remove here. Um, I want the students only to see east. So if I click here or here or here, I can say which player I want the students to see. So they are in a hard position now on east. I want to say, okay, open this table, just showing east. Okay, and now from my teaching table, I have control over everything that they see. I don't need to ever click on this projection table. Okay, so this is what they see, but I can tell them like see also south, see also west, and I can hide all the cards at any time, but still having control over all four hands from my table. Okay, again, so this is, I can, for example, have a Zoom meeting with my students and share the only the projection table so that I have control over the cards, but they only see what I want them to see. And also, I can, let's go to the other, thing there. Yeah, to this table, we want him to make a bead, and so from here we say, oh, what do you do, what do you do, just give out your thoughts, and once they have decided together in the class what they want to be, they decide to open one club and we open one club, but it's like according to what they told me, and it's not me, and it's not based on the cards of all four players. So now let's say we bid for all of them, and one diamond pass, one spade pass, one no pass, I don't know. Let's give it a push. Two diamonds pass. Two no pass. Three no. Okay. So this is the final contract, and again, this is what our students are seeing. They see the bidding on the top corner, but we can also hide it. And now it's North's turn to play. So we can hide this one. We can hide the dummy and say, what do you lead? Let's say they lead a heart, and now if we go back to this table again, you see the analysis is off because we haven't enabled it for this table, but we have it for our own teaching table. So we can open it for the double dummy. We can open it for the other table. So this little panel here that you can move around is gonna control what they see. So here, this is showing the analysis to them. This is showing all cards or only the ones that are left on the table. So let's say we play a heart. Uh, okay, and now if I click show and hide played cards, it's gonna show in the other table either all cards or just the ones that are left on the table. Now it's hard to share it. Maybe you can do this way. Let's do it again. Yes. Okay, so if I show both windows, maybe it's better. I can, but like you see, I'm east, I see all cards, they're the students, and they don't know what's going on in all four hands, they only know what we want them to see. And again, we can hide all cards, we can show them, we can cancel and eliminate the bidding for them so that they have to remember, and we can just play the hand here, and then they see at the end what happens. Okay, so this is just a teaching table. I think it's really useful for when you have frontal classes and you want to play the hand yourself. So you want to play for east and west and south and let them make their own decisions as north. Or if you have like a class online, and again, you share the second screen, the projection screen. Okay, I don't know if there are any questions on this, but otherwise, I will go on. You're asking, can the projection table be on a second screen? Yes, that's exactly the idea. The idea is to have a second screen that you're sharing only to your students, and they don't see what you see. They only see a limited part of the hand. And another thing is let me see if I can do it. Here we have the suit break. So this is gonna show uh, based on the missing cards. So okay, yeah, here you see the hearts that are left are 6. So what is the percentage of hearts oh sorry, open, yes. Okay, what is the percentage of hearts being 6-2? What is the percentage of hearts being 4-4? You have all of these, and it's really nice for students because they never know their percentages, but you can show them, and maybe once at a time they remember something. They remember what's the percentage of a 3-2. They remember what's the percentage of a 1-4 split. And yeah, the good thing here is that you can have the second screen without the need of a second account. So you just log in with one account and that's it. And you can just project it. You don't need to log in with any other thing. Okay, so now you're asking, can I preset hands? Yeah, you have a question?
Yes, let's answer some questions. I see there are quite a lot of questions. So you want to start from the bottom or from the top?
I can go from the top, that's fine.
Uh,
Um, so hi everybody. Um,
Eh,
you're saying,
Gary Berard asked, I noticed that the iPad app does not have all the features of the PC version. You're planning on making them equivalent. Okay, so it's a good question, Gary. And indeed, usually we add new features first to the web, and then we decide if to port them to mobile or not, when it makes sense. For example, creating a tournament or opening a teaching table is exclusive for the web platform, but playing a tournament and joining a teaching table is also going to be available on the mobile devices. So that's the philosophy.
yeah,
Okay.
and I can answer Tracy real quick. She's asking how to load hands onto the table, and this is also answering the question that Gary asked. So basically, from a normal table, but it works also for a teaching table here. If I click on deal source, I can upload all the folders that I have. You see, I have a lot of folders, but I can import any lean file, any PBN, or you can generate also hands from here. But let's say I want to select this folder of hands that I have. I select it and I say add to queue. And when I add them to the queue, I can see the 8 boards that I preset, and I do skip and play, and this hand that I just decided that they need to play, it's now at the table. Okay, so this is really simple. If you already have the hands in the deal source, you just select the folder, you just select the specific hand, and then you add it to the queue. You can skip the current hand, or you can add it to the queue for later once the hand is over. So I hope this solves your question, but also gonna show you how to create new hands um, in a second. So let's open
Wait.
a new, yeah,
Zaira, maybe
other
let's go
questions?
over the other questions.
Okay. So
So Gary asked, it looks like the teaching aspects are only for the play of the hand. I will still have to use something
yes,
like Zoom to go over the slide sets talking about different aspects of a bridge.
no. Let's
Um,
invite myself from the phone so I can show you. Um, if I join here, I'm gonna be hello. I'm gonna be from my phone, but this is just to show you that we can have 4 people plus the teacher at the table, and these 5 people can talk to each other.
yeah,
So it's not actually just playing the hands, but it's useful if you need to talk to them, to walk them through the hand, to tell them. ask questions. It's not working for the projection table, but it is working for the teaching table. So you can talk. You appear in this little corner. Now I have my video on Zoom, so it's not appearing here, but you can try check it out yourself, and it's gonna show here. You can talk to them. Also, the kibitzers, you can enable your audio and video open for them. So yeah, you can do it with no problem.
Okay, so Gary asked what he has all other learning materials that he want to show in addition to the projection table. So I would say maybe he can project, I don't know, PDF file, and then I'll tab into the projection table, back to the PDF, and juggle between your training materials and the actual board. I would say. A anonymous attendee asked, is it only the teacher then can initiate the analysis, or can student do it as well on a teaching table?
Yeah, so they cannot enable it. Only the teacher can have
Only
the
only
analysis,
the
but
teacher. Yeah.
at the end of the table, when you look at the results, the student can go through it, and the student can also save the board for later and replay it. And he can try the hand as many times as he wants because he adds it to the deal source, and he can replay it after the hand is over, and really as many times as he wants, or he can see how it was played at the table, how it was played by other people. And there is just the analysis in the results because we don't want students to see the analysis while they play.
Okay. Frank asked, can each student see only his hand?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the idea. So that's the whole idea of a projection table, is that the student only sees his hand. And right now I was showing the view from a teacher's point of view, but I can also show you if you're sitting north now with me, you only see your own hand, your own cards. You don't see all four. Yeah.
Fact. A question, can students see each other and talk to each other? We spoke about it. Yes. A projection table can be on the second screen. Yes. Who loads the board? We saw it. You load the boards. The teacher loads the boards
The
from
teacher,
the
yeah.
deal source. Um, Ray, can you load preset heads? Yes. Okay, we'll go over this in detail in a moment. Why is window on the right? I see precision. Why?
I think it's projection.
Projection, not
This
precision.
is
Okay.
yeah, this is the projection panel. So the teacher has control over the second screen from this panel here.
Can you bring the pre-made hands to the teaching table? Yes. Deal source. Without all students in seat, it won't load. So confuses me at times. Okay, good comment,
Yeah, we
Tracy.
can
We
we can look
we
into it
we
still.
can look into it. Can we have more than one table of students at the same time?
You can what you can do is have a tournament, and you are basically logged in uh you're logged in as a tournament director, so you can go from table to table and you can talk to them. It's like either a duplicate with two teams, or you can have three teams. It doesn't matter. You can also be pairs, and you can go from table to table as a tournament director. But teaching table is just a table of four plus the fifth person in the bottom right corner.
Okay, so another question, I need to show slide sets, like how to build and respond to Notra. So Zaira, how do you combine projection table and slides?
If I have a frontal class, I do it in the class, and then I project the hands. It's not we don't have a way of like projecting something external. But if they have the PDF
R-
or the
Yeah.
file, it's different.
Right now, the platform itself does not have built-in support for projecting your slides. Okay, so now there is a question, if so, can all tables see the projection table? Can all, okay, who sees the projection table?
Just the
Basically,
teacher.
nobody, only the guys that are seeing the projector of the teacher. So only guys that are on a Zoom with the teacher or in the class with the teacher. That's the idea of the projector. So it's not like you can still kibitz a teaching table. That's another thing. Okay? But when you kibitz a teaching table, you see whatever the teacher sees. So the projection table is specifically for projecting to a class or to sharing it on a Zoom meeting or as such. Um, right, Zaira?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Uh,
Um,
Paul, can the teacher specify hand types and let the program create them? Yes, we'll show
let
you.
me. Yeah. Do you want me to show it now
No,
or?
wait, let's go over all of them. Can my six tables see one projection table? So again, projection table is for your class, for the guys to which you're projecting. Can kibitzers watch the teaching table and talk to the teacher?
Yes.
Kibitzers can watch the teaching table.
They can only write in the chat.
They can chat. They cannot talk at the moment. It's a bit heavy on resources on this video chat. So right now, kibitzers can only chat. Maria, is it possible to kibitz in teacher table and hear voice of teacher? Yes, should work. Is there a description of the bidding system and defense convention used by the bot? You want to show
Yeah.
it, Zaira?
Yeah, there is, we have the wiki.
No, wait,
Um,
we have it here on
no,
the
but
right side.
this is just the convention card.
That's the convention. If we are playing against bot and going to the
Yeah.
convention card, you see
Yeah,
it.
it's we can send it in the chat. We have in the wiki we have a description of the whole system that the bots play, but it's basically 2/1, semi-forcing 1-0 over one major, and one diamond, two diamond, inverted minor. But that's just really simple. It's just based on 2/1.
Okay, so Heather asked, do you always have to have a Zoom as well? So I guess the answer is if you are only have one table of players, then you can do it without Zoom. But if you have more and you need the projection table, then you need either a Zoom or to have them physically in your class and have a screen or and have a monitor in your class. Um, Firgal, so I cannot teach 20 students at one time. For
Sorry, sorry.
yeah, so same answer. I mean, it's, um, theoretically, I mean, you can open several users and maintain and juggle between different teaching tables. It's not going to be simple, but it's doable. And what bidding systems can you teach? You can teach whatever bidding system you like. Um, it's up to the teacher.
Yeah,
Uh,
the bots are playing a 2/1.
the bots are playing their own system. Yeah. How many teaching table can you watch at one time? So one, you can watch only one at one time. Can you change the systems that the robot use, like psych instead of 2/1? No. So the bots are limited to their own system. Um, okay, I think so. I think we covered the current batch of questions. So, Zaira, you like to move on?
Yeah, sure. So let's just say, let's answer the question about um, some people who were asking, okay, what do I do now? So once I've played the hand, can I review it? Can the students review it? Uh, let's look at this hand. This was it comes from a lesson that we made in Italy. It was on how to play a hand. Let's just go over the bidding really quick. one club, pass, one spade, pass, two spades, pass. Can I beat six spades and nobody gets mad? Six spades, all pass. And now this guy has to lead. I guess Jack of club, and this is just a hand where you find out that spades do not split, and so you can eliminate all suits, clean the hands, and then throw them in with the spade, and they have to exit uh, something good for us. No, not spade. And okay, so let's say that now we finesse a diamond, and this is wrong, but they don't know yet. So let's say we play diamond to the jack, and now it is down one because cannot make the okay. So this is the contract. We want to see in the score what happened and why did they go down. So if I show the analysis, I see, oh, I shouldn't have played the heart. Uh, and now what can I do? I can go back to the moment where I played the king of spade and I discovered that spades were not 2-2. And now if I can save this position, and it's gonna be in the deal source, I can save it now in my favorite deals. I save it, and when I leave the table, now this hand is gonna be there. So I close the table, I open the deal source, I go in the favorite deals, and it's gonna be this one, the last one. Okay, you see, this is the hand, and I can replay it. I can open it in a table, and this is the same hand again. I'm only seeing one set of hands. I'm only seeing south, and now I have to make the contract, and I can replay this as many times as I want. Okay, and there is also another setting that allows you always also, if I go back to this hand, which is the hand that we have seen, um, I can play the hand not from the beginning, but I can play a hand after a specific moment. So let's say after the bidding is over, I don't care about the bidding. I want to be in six spades. Anyways, I just care about the card play, and I can decide to play the hand just right after the bidding. So if I click here, I can have more options of this hand. These were options that I had created previously, but basically it's just setting, you see the bidding in a proper way, and you can do replay, and you can say, I want to play after the bidding. You click here, and you're just brought to the table after the lead, basically. Or you can do the same thing, but from a specific point of the play. So after a few cards were already played, let's say after uh, after this trick here, after this seven of club that was played, okay, so at trick number 7, I want to replay exactly from trick 7, card 3. And I click here, and you see it's the same hand again, but it's not at the beginning, it's not after the bidding, it's after a few tricks were already played, because this is where the critical point was. Okay, so I can replay any hand from any specific position that I want. And this I can do it also when I play a tournament, when I play a challenge. I can do it anytime. Okay, so there is a way to actually practice, even if you don't make the hand at the tournament, you want to try it over and over again, and this can work. Okay, so let's go back to a table. You were asking me, can I set up like a constraint of hands and just practice these hands? The question is really nice, and I have a really nice answer for you too. So I can do it directly from the table. Let's open again a teaching table. And what I can do here from the deal source, I can click on templates here on you see new set, templates, and queue. If I click on templates, it shows you a list of templates that we already have set up, where you basically put a list of constraints over the hands. For example, I want north and south to have at least 24 points. And this is just how it's written. It's already there. You don't need to write it, but if you need specific type of constraints, you can write your own. There is a help here that can help you go through all these how you should write these templates, but you can reuse anything. So for example, I want to use this South one no trump opening. Okay, we have already created this. The description says South has 15 to 17 with a balanced hand. And this is how it is written, but this is the explanation. So I want South to have this kind of hand. And then on top of this, I want to say, okay, South opens one now, and I want North to be two clubs. And now if I click here, you see I have put as constraints South has one no trump opening and North has the constraints to beat two clubs. So you can build your own constraints one on top of the other. You can also share them with your friends because you think you have built a nice template. And these kind of parameters, you can use them in a teaching table. You can use them in a practice table. You can use them in a bidding table, or also create a specific tournament where all the hands are based on these constraints. Okay, so another thing that you can do with these templates is in the deal source, I create a new set and I say set from template. Okay, and now I say, okay, I want to create 10 hands from a template, and the template is exactly this one, North beats a Stamen. Okay, so now I create a hand, and you see that in all these hands, North has a balanced 15 to 17. You see, now it's 16 with 4-4-3-2. This one is 4-4-3-2 again with 15. This one is 5-3-3-2. You see, it's just applied the constraints, and North has at least a 4-card suit in the majors and at least 8 points. And this is just created 10 hands with the set of constraints that you wanted. And again, you can build your own. You can use the constraints you have, or for example, you want your opponent, your right side opponent to open, and you have a 5-5. You can do customize as you want the templates and the constraints. About this, I think that it's the best moment to introduce to you the bidding table, which is another type of table where you just practice your bidding. Your opponents east and west are two bots. You can seat yourself here, and you can invite somebody north, and then you can say if you want your opponents to pass or not. So let's say right now we set the bots as always pass, and when we create it, we set up a template and we say, please, I want to have the north statement at all hands, or I want to have north and south have 24 or more. Okay, and I apply this, I create the table, and now it's probably we're probably gonna beat games every hand. You see, I only see my cards. Vector Lear has to beat,
Yeah, you have
and
to beat something. Okay.
yeah, and now I don't see your card, so you're on your own. Okay,
Okay.
and now I beat one spade.
I don't know.
Okay, two spades. Let's just do I don't know, four spades. I don't have enough points, but that's fine. And let's see at the end of the bidding. You see, we shouldn't have bid four spades because it's not the optimal contract, right? So he should have bid two no with that hand, or he should have opened one no probably. How many points? 14?
Mm.
Yeah, so one no. Um, so it should have been one no, but now we were in four spades, and it's telling you, you see the par is three diamonds plus one, and now here it's telling you you lost 150, and this is the double dummy analysis. So you can go to the next one and hope you can have a better chance, or you can go to my score to see what other people have beat in the same hand, if anybody has already beat this hand. We can show another hand, maybe we beat it better. Okay, so now it's my turn. I beat one spade. Um,
Mm.
Whatever you want. Okay, now I beat three hearts. Um, okay, let's just play for hearts. Let's see if it's really bad because we have six. No, we have four hearts. So we got to the right contract. The par is either four hearts and four spades. And four spades you make +1. For hearts you only make 10 tricks. But we scored the plus, so we're happy about this. And you can also turn on the analysis and see that with the club lead you only make 10 tricks. With other leads you make more, um, because yeah, you can discard the clubs. But yeah, this is the teaching table. Then there is another thing I wanted to show you still about bidding, is that, as Lear was saying earlier, we have the mini bridge feature that can be used and can be applied at any type of table. So I can open either a casual game, or I can even do a challenge. So let me challenge him uh, just with a mini bridge. Uh, and I do one board and I can flag mini bridge. And this little mini bridge box is gonna be at all kinds of tournaments you create, any casual table, any challenges. You can always flag this mini bridge. And now I show you how the mini bridge looks like. I start the challenge. I think you have to accept it. Okay, it's accepted. And now you see with the mini bridge, you see your cards and your partners. You have to select the trump suit and the level of the contract. So right now, I don't know. We can be 3-0 and hope that the bot doesn't play that well. No, it led a spade, so we have to try and make 9 tricks. Just keep in mind that over tricks here don't count. So over tricks are nothing, because you see already your cards and the dummies card, so you don't want to just play one spade +3, you want one spade +2. If you think you make 9 tricks, you should be 3 spades. Okay, so now we can play a little bit. I don't know, diamond to the king, and then finesse a club. Yeah, it's spade, 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 spade. No, heart. Good. But we have no entry in the dummy. So let's just do this. Uh, yeah. So we can also claim 0 tricks, and then I can show you how it looks like. Um,
Yeah,
so,
I'm
right.
still playing.
Oh, you're playing. Okay. So I I can see
I'll claim
here.
something. I'll claim something.
Okay, and now if I exit and I leave the table, I'm gonna see the result of the hand. And
Wait,
once he has also
I
played,
finished. I finished now. You cannot open it.
okay, so it's gonna be in ended now. You see, I lost because he played turn out down one. And you can see this is IMPS, so you can play match points, you can play this, you can play BAM, many types of challenges. And for beginners, it's really good because they don't need to bid, they don't need to know the bidding, they don't need to know the bot system. They can just play some cards and eventually replay the hand, see how other people played it, so that they have an idea of
And you can
what's
also
happening.
click it here and analyze from here the
Yeah,
results.
exactly. I can see what was played at both tables, and I can do show analysis. So here he played a diamond, and this is not good. He lost a trick, but the bot gave a trick again, and then here he lost a trick. The bot gave 2 tricks. So um, you can do a little bit of analysis and go through the hand and analyze it. You see, this says it was mini bridge. Um, okay, now let me just show you how you can get tournament or class notes.
Wait,
So,
Zaira, let's catch up on the questions, maybe.
okay, yeah, sorry.
Uh, so where did we get? Bidding system can reach.
I see what countries this set up for. Um, it's not set up as weak no Trump. You can play from any country, but the bot system is now based on one no Trump 15 to 17, and it's 2/1, basically. So at the moment, we don't have a second system. We are trying to improve the first one, but the idea is to probably put some effort into this also to have more systems. But at the moment, it's just 2/1 with strong no Trump.
Okay, then I see two questions about commercial terms. If it's free for everyone, and Gary asked, BBO is starting to charge people who play. How do you make money? Are you going to? Okay, let's finalize the technical terms, and then I'll say a few words about that. Okay, so
Okay. Yeah,
the
so let's just talk about virtual clubs and virtual classes. So in my profile here, I have a few clubs. This is actually like my own account. So this is all that I have. And for example, this Master Challenge group, I have 154 people inside this group, and you can see that all the members are divided in classes. So I have five categories: A1, A2, A3, A4, and A5. And each person belongs to one of these, or I have people that don't belong to any. But for example, if I click on A4, you see I have 20 people. If I click on A2, you see I have other 23 people. And now the question is, what do I do with classes? What do I do with the club? The answer is simple. So with a club or with a class, you can create a tournament and restrict it only to these members. So I want to create a tournament only for my A1 students. And now I go to tournaments. I click create tournament. I create a tournament with bots at the moment. And you see here it says restrictions. And if I click on restrictions, I can set a club and I can set a class. So I can restrict this tournament only to people who belong to A1. Okay. And then the people who belong to the club but not to this class are not gonna be able to see the tournament. It's just for those kind of students. So this is meant like homeworks. So your students are studying a new convention. They're studying that they have to unblock their suit. They have to play the honors from the short side. And then what you can do is that here in the in classes and members, you can also create a specific tournaments for your own students of class A1 and upload the set of hands that you want them to play. And they have the whole week to practice this hand. And then the next week, when you talk about the hands that they played, you can analyze a certain topic, you can talk about it, you can see how or if they understood what you explained. So this is useful, I think. So you give them homework, they have a week, they have a month, they have as much time as they want, but just it's restricting a tournament to a specific group of people. And classes are a subset of the club. So I create a big club, let's say my own club, and then I can have first years, second years, third years classes just within the club. Um, I don't know if there are any questions about this, but I think it's pretty straightforward. Um, anything? No. Then, okay, let me show you.
Yeah,
Uh,
maybe Zaira, just say that clubs, to create a club, you need to ask us to create a club for you. We have a simple registration form for the club. And then once
yeah,
you create the club, you can have the owner of the club who has certain privileges, and the owner can add administrators, and the administrators can invite more users and basically build the operation, separate the classes, start the tournaments, and so on. While the club owner has some specific privileges for certain actions.
Yeah. And from here, from clubs, you see it says, do you want to have your own virtual club? And then here is the email that you can write to, or also if you click here, it just brings you to the form and just to because we want to control how many clubs there are, but it's just we're gonna do it. It's not anything hidden. It's just here. You click here, you tell us your picture, your name, and your who is the owner, and then we're gonna create the club for you. Um, yeah. One more thing. If I go to the deer source, let's say again, let me take these hands from this tournament that was made in Italy. I can select multiple boards, and what I do with these boards is that I just select the hands with, you see it says trick 13.4. It means with the whole game. And if I select now, I'm gonna show you how to get to this, but okay, now if I print this, you see there is a print button. um I can open this. You see it says board one, this is the six spades, and this is really useful for notes that you can send your students. So they play some hands and then you can add some comments. And to add a comment, you can add a note here. So you can do, I don't know, bold, bid, six, spades. There are shortcuts. You can write spade, hearts, clubs, and diamonds with this um, hearts and clubs and this kind of stuff. So we want them to be six spades, and then we can analyze the play, and we can do elimination and throw in spades. Okay, and then you save it, and it's gonna be here. You can make it bigger. And yeah, so you see you have the bidding, you have the whole play, you have the diagram. You can hide the HCP count and the double dummy analysis, and basically you can do add a comment for every single hand. These are useful class notes. They can review the hands that they were
Wait.
played.
You can then print it on a printer or save it as a PDF.
Yeah, so I can save it and then send them the PDF. Yeah, that's it. One other thing is, how did I get these hands? So basically, from the folder, if I click on a hand in the folder, you see here I have analyze, which is just giving me double dummy analysis. I have a set position, which brings me to the table, and from the table I can bid until a certain point. So let's do one club, pass, one spade, pass, two spades. And now I save this position and I can do, okay, now bid in this set. And you see in this hand number one, I have the hand that I just created that is in one club, pass, one spade, pass, two spades, pass, and now it's our turn. And we can print this single thing if we want to have like a question on what do you bid next. So we put the hand and we put the bidding until a certain point. And this can be done also with the play until a certain point. It can be done without bidding at all. One more thing from these like not complete hands that we have in the templates, but also with the full boards. If you want to add a note, you saw, wait a second. Okay, yeah, here. If you click on the hand, you can add a note that is gonna stay every time you print this board, it's gonna show the same hand. So board one of this tournament. Okay, and then I save this, and every time I print this, it's gonna show the hand. So if I print it here, you see this comment is already saved. So you can store some hands in your deal source and store together with the hands also comment so that you don't have to write it every time for every class you have. Yeah, and you can also print, let's do the whole folder, and I can print either a board per page or a hand records where I have the full boards, the full set of boards. This is really small, but if I have, let's say, I don't know, I think 20 boards, they can fit in a page, 24 boards. So it's just like the hand record that you get at the end of a tournament. This is how it looks like. And now you can print it and you can send it to whoever you want. Okay, now I don't know if you have any questions or uh,
Mm.
do you want to talk about the credits
Yeah,
to
let's talk a little bit about the commercial terms. So, um, so first of all, casual. We are aware of the announcement of BBO. Casual on Breachchamp is going to stay free. I would say, I mean, if you start playing thousands of games a day, I mean, at some point perhaps we will need to put a quota on this, but in general, casual play will remain free. Also, casual teaching, you open the teaching table for your few students. We are not going to charge anything for that. Where we are going to charge is when you have a club. So running a club is right now is for free, and if you want to experiment, we will open a club for you. But it's not going to be stay free forever. We are thinking about some modest monthly payment for operating a club on Bridgejump. And then the credit system, think about it like BB dollars, our own version of BB dollars. So already there are several aspects of the platform that charge you for doing things. For example, to create a tournament, you need to pay some credits. Again, at the moment, we are not selling these credits. There, if you can show from the user profile, the wallet.
yeah,
Um, so
I have just sent a
you
lot of
see,
credits to my
yeah,
friends.
so you see here your balance. And if you run out of credits right now, just request more credits.
Yeah, here in the top right corner
And
it
we will
says
provide it
request.
for you. The whole At some point, we wanted to actually also allow you to win credits when you win a tournament. It's a minefield of regulations, so we are not exactly sure what is allowed, what is not allowed. So we're still working this out. We'll need a couple more months. I guess end of September, end of October, we'll announce properly all the financial details. Um, eh, but it's not going to be something unexpected. Okay, I mean, you know the existing platforms. I mean, it will be the same level of charges. That makes sense.
Yeah, in the meantime, I see a question about team matches.
Team match.
Let me show you real quick. Here in my profile, I have these teams that I can click on, and here I have, for example, some teams that I have. What you can do with a team is just create a new team or use one of your teams that you already have. And for example, let's use this Gatti and Pinguini team that I have. And here you have your seat selection for your team, you have your team members, and what you can do is ready for match, and it's just gonna pair you together with another team who has set ready for match too, and it's really easy. It's just gonna you need to have your people all online, but once you do ready for match, it's gonna match you to any other team who is available for playing, and it's just really quick. And something else that you can do for team matches is just tournaments. You create a tournament and you select team tournament. So this is just, it can go with so many teams. It just like 10 teams, 20 teams, 50 teams. It doesn't have a limit on how many teams are registered, and you can create a tournament in the same way as you create any other tournament. You see, you can also set mini bridge, but pretty much for team matches, you go on teams. You set up your team, and then you match up with another team that is already like they're waiting for somebody to, you see. Now, yeah, now my people are not online, so I cannot show it right now at the moment, but once you do it, it just shows you which teams are available for playing, and then you select it and then you play against them.
There, perhaps we can find some team match or teams tournaments that is already over from your history
Yeah,
and
yeah.
show them how it looks.
I can do.
The
Yeah, I've had some of these Scoiattoli versus Papagalli. And you see these are results, and you see, okay, you see this is the score of the team match, and they only played 12 boards. So it was set up as 16, they only played 12 boards, but you see, first board, one no trump, this table, two hearts, two down, the other table, four imps for north south, second board was a push, third board was two for east west. You can click on all hands and see with the same way, in the same way as we see the results. You can replay, you can review, you can save it in the deal source. You can also print this. And yeah, there is another thing. So since we have screens, since we have the video and audio, then we have the possibility of having screens. So like north and east see each other, south and west see each other, and then they can talk to each other, but they don't see who is on the other side of the screen as in the real tournament, to prevent cheating. But yeah, pretty much this is how a team event looks like, a team match looks like this. You can click on all hands. You can also do 2 rounds of 8 and change the people in between, or you can just run 16 boards with the same team. It's, yeah, you can set up many features. You can. I hope this answered your question. Probably. But as they say, no news, good news. So
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So there is one more thing. You're gonna have the recording in your email. We're gonna send you the link. It just takes a little time from our side to have the recording from Zoom, but you can review it whenever you want. And we're gonna send you a form. If you can fill it out, like with some of your personal information, like are you a teacher? Do you teach live? Do you teach online? And it's just for us to know who was attending this webinar. I hope you got all your questions answered. And my suggestion is just try to play on it, try to see if you have any problem, if you have any questions after you have already tried it a little bit. If it's the first time you've seen this, maybe you need to spend a little time, but I hope I was clear enough to anybody. And just, yeah, remember, we have a team of developers behind this, and we are looking for something for a constant improvement. So if you have suggestions, if you have idea, if you have feedback, just let us know. Also, from a single hand, there is a button to send a feedback, so it's really easy. We receive the screenshot and the details of the board that you've played, and we know what to do.
There maybe one last time, let's show them the feedback form.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like from the table.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna play a random table with bots. You see here, I have this little hand on the right side, and if I click here, it's gonna say, I don't know, I have 14 cards. No, it's not possible, but maybe I can write this. I can send a screenshot so that we get what was going on. We can actually count your cards, and then you submit it, and we receive the message.
Feed extra, no?
Yeah, it's good. I'm gonna send it
Okay.
without screenshot. But yeah, this is really easy from a single hand. If the bot made a mistake, if you are stuck, if you don't know what to do, just send us this feedback from here. It's really simple. And also from my score, uh, after you've played a few boards, you can see my score and you can review an old hand and send a feedback. And the same works also for mobile.
Yep. Okay, thanks, Zaira.
Yeah.
One last chance for more questions. Let's see. Um, Thanks, Gary. Shil Thank you, Shilpa, Maro. Okay, thanks, guys. Try it out. Give us feedback. Let us know how it goes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.